All right, now we're recording, so no more fun. I'm just kidding. If you're not having fun, you're not doing it right. So, uh, good to see everyone's faces. Welcome back. We just feel like we just finished the Salsa School, so it's nice to do this so quickly again. A lot of new faces. Just a hands up if you're brand new. In fact, pop in the chat me if you're brand new. It's your very first school. Pop in the chat me. All right, Camilla, welcome. Silky, welcome. BC Handra. Welcome. Timmy, Jay, a lot of new people. All right. That's exciting. Excellent. You guys nervous? A little bit nervous? Bit uncertain? Hell yes. Welcome. Well, there's a lot of cool people in here going to help you, so all will be well. And if you play your cards right and you do all these cool things and you kick ass this Salsa school, you're going to get one of those blue jumpers that you see some of these awesome legends wearing there. So that'll be exciting. How many of you love apparel? It's like getting free stuff. Yeah, free hats. Yeah, cool. We're going to give some of that away. We've got some really exciting things to share with you over the next 6 weeks. It's a 6 week program. But one thing we want to make sure of too is that this doesn't have to be your last side hustle school. How many of you have done one of these before? Right. Now keep your hands up if you make good money doing this. Okay. So the secret is don't just do one side hustle school. It would be to keep repeating. Yes? There'll be no, there's no side hustle school that's the same ever. And there's an old saying that says a man never dips his toe in the river the same river twice. One, because it's not the same river, but two, it's not the same man. So you may come here second time round, you'll be a different you. And I promise it'll be a different side hustle school, right? Every time is different. Technology's moving, social media moves, marketing changes, consumer desires change, how we approach things will be different. So I it would be shocking if someone came from 5, 6 years ago into cyber school now, just how fast and how much it's changed. So how many of you want to keep up with consumer demands and technology and how to do things to make money? Great. Well, if you want to keep up with that, come back into cyber school. You don't have to, if you're ordering the products, which you're now doing, and you're using them, which should be cheaper than what you're actually doing before, just saying, $4 smoothie should be cheaper than 2 minute noodles, then and better for you. If you're going to do that, then just keep coming back. We'd love to just keep having you, right? I know this is Maggie's second one, right? Is this second one, Maggie? She's back, right? You watch, she's going to stride, and you're just going to get better and better and better and better. Okay, so all right. I think we could probably do this now. It's actually in the slides to do it later, but I think we've got a full house now. So on the count of three, if you can take off your cameras and just give me your funniest, craziest pose on the count of three, we're just going to take a nice photo together. This, this is the class. This is the second class of 2025. Everyone on the count of three, say cheese. Okay, cool. It's kind of a bit of a delay, so we look like spastics a little bit there for 5 seconds. Oh, yes, and if there's no political correctness on our calls, by the way. In fact, you're going to probably be triggered, and I would say, um, hopefully not. What is it? What's the word I'm trying for? You'll be triggered, so you should get used to that. That's the way it is, in a good way. I mean, now I'm going to try and save this before I lose it. All right, let's go here. Okay, Facebook. Sorry, I just need to save this before I lose the photo. Then we have to start all over again. All right. Okay. So I've got some slides prepared here, thank God. Uh, Otherwise, I'll be talking forever, which we don't want. Here we go. Okay, here we go. All right. Can everyone see my screen? No. You think I'd get the hang of this after 4,000 webinars? Okay, screen share done. All right. Okay, here we go. Science of School week one. Don't be you're going to be overwhelmed. Okay, you just are. How many of you already feel overwhelmed? You already everyone be like, oh my God, I didn't do the homework. I haven't done that task. Oh my God, I'm already behind. This always happens to me. I hate my and you're out. You don't want to do that. Okay, so please refrain. You will be overwhelmed. You'll be drinking from a fire hose. And some people often say that the first 6 weeks of science school is like being in a car accident. How many of you been in a car accident? You're like, what the hell just happened? I'm so glad I'm alive, but what happened? Kind of like that. So don't be worried or don't make up a story that it's your like that you're somehow special that you're not capable. Okay? So don't make up a story. Don't suffer from terminal uniqueness. It's okay for everyone else. Everyone else has got their shit together, but me, I can't. No, don't do that. We're all fairly hopeless, okay? So just as long as you give yourself grace to be a little bit just it's okay to just make a mess of things and just be overwhelmed. It's all good. You're supposed to be, otherwise you wouldn't grow. Does that make sense? So please be overwhelmed. That's okay. But please come to the call overwhelmed and scared and crying. That's fine. As long as you come to the call and you plug in and you ask questions and say, hey, I don't know what the hell's going on right now. Help me. You're going to get help. But if you disappear out the back door because you made up a story of how you're crap and you think that everyone else is amazing, which is wrong, then you're not going to succeed. Okay? So we welcome crapness. It's just the way everyone starts, okay, including us. So if you want to feel like that, then do it, but do it on the call. Okay? All right, cool. Now that the caveats are done, we can get on with it. All right, cool. All right. Let's go. So school week 1. So what you're here for, I'd imagine, is to develop a new mindset. A mindset of the entrepreneur, which is not the employee mindset. So in the webinar, I spoke about leaving the E quadrant. Remember the webinar? The E, the S, the B, and the I. We want to move across to the other side, and that means developing a new mindset of the entrepreneur, right? So most of us were taught in school how to memorize, not monetize. We were taught to do things right and not make mistakes and follow the rules. And we were all waiting for permission from the teacher to go pee. Yes? That's employee mindset. We don't want you to have to ask permission to do anything. Go and do. There's no big boss in the sky. Tell them we're not your boss. No one is in the boss. You don't have a boss here. Okay? We are your guide here to help, make sure you don't, like how many of you got kids? You're not really the boss of them. They'll live their own life, but you're there to make sure they don't flip and fall off cliffs. Like, hey, whoop, that's a bad idea. So that's what we want to do, okay? So you don't hurt yourself. So that's what we were trained to do. So times have changed. We're not really anymore in a knowledge. In fact, we're not. We're not in a knowledge economy, okay? So we're not really even in an information economy. We're actually in an artificial intelligence economy now. And so, in this training, you're going to learn how to leverage AI. AI can now figure more stuff out for you than anything in history has ever been able to do. Like you have to understand now with ChatGPT or whichever large language model you choose to use. We'd encourage ChatGPT because we're going to be training on that. That all the knowledge is in there now, and it's so accessible. I'll give you an example. Today we made the very long overdue but very important and substantial decision to move our Wi-Fi box away from my head next to the bed after 11 years. And so hopefully I'm not going to die of cancer. But yeah, it's probably time to do this. And we moved it here under the desk, so I'm going to get foot cancer instead. But we didn't think about that actually. My left foot. So today I took the plug out of the Wi-Fi box and I didn't, because I'm a male, okay? Don't hold it against me. I didn't check to see which one I pulled it out of before I pulled it out. I was in such a rush, okay? I was like, let's just go do it, right? Remember, I'm not going to make mistakes. This is what I'm an entrepreneur. I make mistakes, and even if they're my own, and I fix them. That's what I'm good at. Holy crap, made a mess. Got to fix it. This is the mindset I want you to have. But then I was like, which hole am I going to put it in? And I was like, I know. I'll go straight to my professor that knows everything about everything. And I pulled up my phone, took a picture of the back of it with all the flipping WAN portal, DSL, blah, blah, blah. It's like 40,000 holes. And I took a picture and I put it into chat and I said, hey, which hole should I put this plug in to get our NBN back on? I said, I'll put it in the DSL one. I was like, thanks. Done. Okay? So we're now the information age is gone. So we need to be in an age of action, an action-taking age. How many of you don't take action because you don't feel like you know something? I don't know that. Well, you can't use that excuse anymore. Gone. Sorry. A few months ago, you could have, by all accounts. Oh, you didn't know? Oh, let us help you. Bam, bam, gone. No one has that excuse anymore, right? The only excuse is I didn't do it because the knowledge is all on your phone now. So you could probably, we're going to teach you network marketing in this. We're going to teach you certain things that chat can't quite do it yet. But what we're really going to do is hold you accountable to taking action in your life. Because for a lot of you, you may have feel like you've been gathering dust for the past however many years, right? Like, brush your best self off. It's time to get into massive action. Messy action. And that's the entrepreneur. It's the messiness. Just like I took the cord out without looking, I want you guys to rip the cord out without. Just don't worry about, you're going to make mistakes. And the faster you can make mistakes, the better, right? So what wins in today's economy is not knowledge. I promise you your job is about to become in the next few years, your job's pretty much gone. You're like, holy shit, what am I going to do? Well, thankfully, what wins today are skills, confidence, and execution. Skills, confidence, and execution, not knowledge. So if you're like worried about how do you make money, don't worry. There's vehicles out there to make money, but you've got to develop your skills. You've got to have confidence, and you do get confidence by taking action. So execution trumps anything, right? It's not the person who's smartest that gets ahead. It's the person who has takes the most action. So that's what we build in this program week by week, step by step. We want to develop in you a habit of taking messy, uncertain, fearful action. No one takes fearless action. There's no say, oh, he's a fearless action taker. No, that person is an action taker with fear. So you're gonna have to take these faith steps along the journey. Okay. But here's something that will help you. It's not going to end well for any of us. Okay. It's not a happy ending. We are all going to die. So don't worry so much. You're like, I'm worried. Like I'm worried. Don't, what are you worried about? Flipping dead people walking here. Does that make sense? Okay, great. The training wheels. So, look, we're going to help you build a pipeline income here. There's definitely work to be done. It can feel like riding a bike, okay? And so when you first get on a bike, you're not supposed to know how to ride it. Okay, you're supposed to be fearful. You're supposed to be scared. You're supposed to, I don't know what I'm doing here. How many of you know how to ride a bike? Yeah, similar to driving a car. Okay, you're like, I don't know what the heck's going on. Someone could die. Um, but when you first start riding a bike, you don't do it alone. You have either someone there with you and you have your training wheels on. Yes? How many of you started riding a bike with training wheels on? Right. It's super easy, wasn't it? You're like, oh, I got my training wheels on. Look, mum, no hands. Easy. That's what we want to give you in this 6 weeks. We want to put your training wheels on and just get you moving on the bike, get you used to the grips and the pedals and the brakes and, make sure you don't fall off too hard, although you're going to, but it's not as bad, right? Um, so this is like entrepreneurship is like getting on a motorbike first go with no training. Entrepreneurship is where you jump into the deep end, you've mortgaged your house, you've bought a gym, you have no idea how to do marketing, you have no idea what you just got yourself into, and if you stuff up, you're going to lose your house and you haven't told your spouse yet. That's probably more like entrepreneurship. Yes? Like you are balls to the walls in trouble if you don't win. Okay? Which is like, yeah, trying to jump on a motorbike and ride that before you start riding a bike. Okay? So this is going to teach you all of the skills of entrepreneurship with the training wheels on so you don't catastrophically fail. Okay? You don't need to rent a shop. You don't need to mortgage your house. You don't need to buy inventory. You don't need to develop like any systems. You don't need to hire any staff. That's traditional entrepreneurship, okay? You get this low risk. How many of you have ordered products? Great, that's the only overhead you got, and you can eat it. Ah, that's the only overhead you got. How many of you took out a bank loan to start this business? Timmy, you took out a bank loan? That's concerning. Okay, great. Excellent. How many of you have hired your first staff member? Kylie, you hired a staff member to do this business. That's concerning too. So no one's got anyone lease a premises or an office to get started here. Anyone place any orders for inventory? Anyone get onto Alibaba and talk to someone in China about their product they need to order 40,000 units of? Great. Anyone start Facebook ads immediately today? All right. So can we agree that this is the best business ever? Because you can't lose. That's the most important thing. The only way you lose is if you quit because you think you're not good enough, because you're suffering from terminal uniqueness, because you didn't listen to me on the very first call and say, please don't do that. You're going to be fine. If you keep showing up and doing the work, you will work it out. If you can drive a car, you can do network marketing. If you can ride a bike, you can do network marketing, right? High upside model with proven results. If you stay doing this longer, you'll get more lucky and you'll do better, okay? Take it from the guys who've been doing this a long time. They agree. Now, here's the other thing. Dig one well at a time or build one pipeline at a time, okay? Don't fall into the trap of what's called shiny object syndrome. The people who win are the ones that dig one well, yes, or build one pipeline. You cannot listen up very closely. Pay attention because if you miss this, you could shoot yourself in the foot. If you go and try and build a second business or a second side hustle at the same time you do this, you will not win. You will not. Because those that have done that, they go to the graveyard and die. Just so you know. Okay? So just keep this as your main shiny object only and dig it deep. It's much better to build this a mile deep and an inch wide than it is to try and build a mile wide and an inch deep. Okay? How many of you have taken on too much in the past? Too many projects, too many things, too many. Right. This requires your focus and attention, and it's so worth it because you can make millions of dollars here. Millions. Okay? But only as you grow and develop your skills, and only if you commit to it. But you can't make money if you half commit. That doesn't mean full time, doing it full time. It just means commit in your mindset that you're just going to do this. Okay? So it will require your full focus. All right? So you can have your job, you can have this side hustle, and you can have, some other personal like health goal you're working on or some family thing, that's it. But you add a fourth thing to that and you're gone. Okay? I've seen it tons and tons and tons. All right. Photo time. We did that. Go us. We're ahead. Okay, here we go. What you can expect from us, meaning Alicia and myself, to train you, is this. 6 weeks of focused live training. And these will also be recorded and shared so you can watch them back, or if you miss one, you can do it, but try and come to the live. Weekly homework that builds your skills. There's no fluff. If you came in here to really grow and get ahead, buckle up. We will not, because you've got training wheels on and we know nothing bad can happen, we're not going to hold your hand. We're going to go, get on the bike, whee! And off you go. Okay? Because we know that if you suck really bad and you're going to, nothing bad's going to happen to you. So we prefer you to go out there and just suck. How many of you can agree you just go out there and suck? Yes? How many are prepared to go out there and be really, really, really crap? Anyone not? Anyone want to go out there and be a perfectionist? All right, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. We don't do perfection around here, right? Perfection is just, what is it? Insecurity with lipstick on. All right, recordings and key updates in our messenger group. So the messenger group will be there. You can see it's very busy in that group, yes? Very busy? There's a lot of shit going on in there. Like, oh my God, what have I signed up for? Just relax. You don't have to run the group. You don't have to look at every message. We do. Just you chill. Just make sure you're checking the most important things. But don't think for a second you got to run the group. That's up to us. Just relax. Okay? If you see like, oh my God, I'm overwhelmed. Well, if you're getting overwhelmed by a group chat, I don't think any type of entrepreneurship or money making is for you. And you may as well just exit. For goodness sake, it's a group chat. It's not like we're asking you to go to the moon. Okay? Let's just relax. But in the group chat, there's going to be some important tasks in there. So be aware of it. But I'll also say this. Please don't put in there just funny gifts. Like try wherever possible to kind of, ask questions, put some constructive things in there, and participate. But probably just, I don't know, try, what am I trying to say? Like, don't put in there what you ate for lunch. It doesn't really matter. If you got any product questions, they go into the product support group. But of course, if you are like, I need to know this answer, you can ask it, and soon enough you'll figure it out, right? Don't choke up the chat with banter. I know it's going to probably happen anyway. All right, here we go. But don't freak out with it. Recordings in the messenger group. We're there 6 weeks after school graduation ceremony. We're going to have a graduation ceremony at week 6. Now, how to graduate? Very important. To graduate from Side Hustle School, you need to enroll 2 customers. How many? 2. 2. Okay. The biohacking masterclasses that we have got coming, that some of our leaders in this group will run, okay, they are designed for you to invite people who are interested in this, watch it live, and then enroll. Just like kind of what happened to you after this one, but it'll be different live. The product masterclasses. How many of you have never seen a biohack masterclass before? Okay, great. You'll be in for a real treat. You're going to see a lot of them. And it's exactly what you see in the Facebook group is how we get people started as a replay, but we're going to do live. We're going to do like half a dozen live ones over the next 6 weeks for you. Probably, close to 1 a week or 2 a week. The reason they're there is because how many of you know someone who's going to be interested in doing this? When you get results or you start getting results or you already know someone who's interested. Yes? Great. So when they're interested, you're going to want to invite them to the live masterclass to check it out. It's just a simple way to expose them to it. They learn everything that does all the selling for you. How many of you hate selling? Great. So if you hate selling, invite someone to the masterclass who's interested and let us sell for you. Would that be okay? How many of you would prefer if we sold for you? Excellent. Then would you be able to agree that you can invite someone to a very high value masterclass where they're going to learn stuff and not be heavily sold to? Yes? Great, excellent. That's what you need to do to win in this business. Training wheels, okay? We're going to put your training wheels on, right? Great. If you can't invite someone to a masterclass, then we're going to have to move you past that hurdle of what you're worried about, and then you'll be unlocked, and then we can go from there, okay? So don't be worried if it's a little bit scary to invite someone to something for the first time, but for some reason it can be. Okay, what we expect from you. Oh yeah, here we go. That's what you can expect from us. Here's what we expect from you. Be present. Attend the weekly training calls. Ready to go. Camera on if you can have it on. Have it on, right? Be coachable to the weekly homework assignments. They're going to be there. We can't come to your house, knock on your door, and come and sleep, in your house with you for 6 weeks. Because if we did, you'd be in a lot of trouble. Because we're like, what are you talking about? You have no time. Let's go, right? So the homework tasks, you're just gonna have to do them yourself, but they're so important because it's about action taking, and you just got to go do them as best as you can. Okay, be open to different approaches, and being open means okay, I'm open. Yes, that makes sense. Okay, let me give it a go. Roger that. Got it. Okay, I'll see. I'll do my best. This is all good stuff. Being someone who's not open is like, nah, not doing that. No, no. You know what I mean? Like, that's not going to help you. Play it 100%, do your absolute best. It doesn't mean you've got to be perfect. It just means do your best. Do your best, do your best. And you'll never, if you don't do your best in the next 6 weeks, you're like, oh, you'll regret it. Okay? Have fun because if you're not having fun, why bother? Okay? So you just have fun with this, all right? Just be less stiff. Nothing bad's going to happen. Okay, at the end of it, we're going to give an award to the valedictorian. That's someone who's shown the most effort. So they've shown up to the calls, they've done the homework tasks, they've graduated. They've really just someone who's, kind of shone a light. It's very easy to spot. Someone who's fully committed, come out of the gates and just is all in, loves it, goes for it, has fun, supports others. You'll see what I mean. It might be you. I hope it is. And you can see here we've got Shay and Shane who have been they've been valedictorians there. They've got their jumpers. And if you become valedictorian, you get one of those cool hoodies. So you can see Kyle and Aaron there with their hoodies. You'll see some others on a call now with their hoodies. If they've got a hoodie, they're very special. If you see them, if they're talking, you should probably listen. And if you see them at an event, go and give them a tap on the bum and say, hey, give me your best tip with network marketing. All right. We've got some rituals and stuff we go through in Team Eagle. It's called Team Eagle because once upon a time, like 7 or 8 years ago, we asked everyone what you want to call the team, and they said Team Eagle. Sounded pretty good. So we left it at that, right? So just so you know, that's the name of this team. Within the scope of Isagenix, it's a company, which is a big company globally. We are this team within that company. Okay, so we're like a segment of Isogenics. So you're in Isogenics, but in Team Eagle is a team that we've developed over the last 11 years, and you're now part of that because you came in, one of our team brought you in. So well done for attracting that, because I think we've got a pretty epic team. Some rituals we have. We live in possibility. That's what we say. Where do we live? In possibility. Okay? So if I say to you guys, where do we live? You would say?
In possibility.
All right. You got it, Jules. My goodness, Jules could be the valedictorian. If I say, where do we live? You say?
Impossibility.
Impossibility.
If I say, where do we live? You say?
Impossibility.
Impossibility.
That's right. Impossibility. Because you'd be like, I don't know if this is possible. I'm like, where do we live? And you'll go, oh shit, we live in possibility. That means it's possible. Yes, go do it. Yes.
Hi. I
Because if
didn't
we-
think you'd pick up.
Because if we live in impossibility, then nothing is possible. And if you live there, then your life's going to be exactly the same. You won't be able to change your life. Okay? Got it? All right. We're getting there. Some training in a second. All right. No dickhead policy. We have a no dickhead policy. We're very staunch about that. If you find any dickheads in here, they'll be ejected pretty quick. So that's good. Anyone like dickheads? No, didn't think so. Okay. That's Australian colloquialism for asshole. Okay. Long money's better than fast money. So we're in this for the long money, not the fast money. You'll get some fast money, but long money is much better. Okay. We want to build skills so you can keep making money, and we want to build that pipeline that starts to pay you each week, even though sometimes you haven't put any effort in. And that's the beauty of a pipeline. We have this saying called stay close to the fire until you become the fire. Okay. How many of you have ever been around a great environment? It's all awesome and you're full of energy. You might even be feeling that like right now, and you leave that fire and you can feel your belief levels in yourself and everything start to go down. Yes? Your fire starts to get smaller and smaller. You start to have doubts and uncertainty, like, oh, maybe I can't. Maybe I don't know if I can. Maybe it's not for me. And you're gone. So staying close to the fire means stay in the chats, stay connected, stay talking, come to side hustle schools, come to our live events, just plug it in and stay close, right? If you become a leader in this business, be careful you don't go too far away from the main fire, because it's in the nature of fire to go out, even if you're a leader, okay? It takes, 7 or 8 years to build up enough fire where you are the fire, okay? Even though we're the fire, we still stay close to big corporate events. Like we're going to Colorado, we're going to Thrive on the Gold Coast is a big event here. Alicia and I always go to events because we also stay close to the fire, okay? Even though we are the fire, right? So that's a good tip. Make Monday great again. This hat here, we used to do more of these hats. Maybe we should bring it back. Make Monday great again. We all get paid on Monday, okay? And Monday used to be this shitty, dreary day where you just like drag yourself out of bed and you're like, oh, another week. Monday. How many of you felt like that before? Like, oh, Monday. It's like the worst day of the week. We want to flip it on its head and we want to say, well, Monday is the best day of the week because we get to build our own life by our own design with this vehicle, build up. We're excited to build our pipeline and we get paid on Mondays. That's why I make Monday great again, right? The bell emoji. How many of you have seen a bell pop up in the group chat? Little bell emoji. Okay, that means that that person who put the bell in there has got a new customer. Okay, so here's an example. Watch the chat. As I go in here and give you an example, it's pretty wild. Get ready, it's complex. I just enrolled a new customer, which means I've got the confirmation email they've enrolled. It's done. It's not maybe, it's done. I go bang. And then everyone goes, woo, you got a new customer. Yay, right? Does that make sense? That's what that means. So if you get a new customer, boom, hit the bell, okay? A diamond emoji, you'll see here, a diamond emoji, boom. That means you've actually rank advanced someone. So you'll learn that in sort of week 5 side hustle school. But it means you've helped someone to go to another rank, consultant, manager, director, or executive, okay? So just keep an eye on that. If someone pops that in there, that's what that means, okay? Okay, cool. So here's what we want to do. We do these things called breakouts. And so that allows you to talk to each other, get to know each other as a team, right? How many of you want to make new friends and hang out with cool people and get to know them better? Epic, so good. So what we're going to do is in the breakouts, we're going to put you into little groups, like little groups of 3 or 4, and then we're going to ask you to do something in the groups and come back, okay? This is the best way to get to know each other on Zoom. until we go to events together and so forth. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put you into breakout rooms. Please don't log off if you can't have your camera on, as long as you can just be in a room and just unmute for a bit and say hi. Right? Whatever. Don't log off just because we're going to breakouts. And don't log off if you feel like, oh my God, this is what I'm going to talk about. We got to get through this at some point. Right? So it may as well be now. We'll rip the band-aid off. And here we go. Nine rooms. You might find yourself in a room with someone with a Team Eagle hoodie on, and if you have, it's your lucky day. All right, here's what we're going to do in the breakouts. All I want you to do is answer this question each. So each of you has 30 to 60 seconds. That's it. Go to the next person. All you're going to answer is this. Why did you join Side Hustle School? Why did you join Side Hustle School? That's all you need to answer to each other. Okay. Does that make sense? Give me a thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Wonderful. Excellent. All right. I'm going to open the rooms. That's all you have to answer. Once you're done, we'll come back to the room. Pretty simple. Let's go. JJ, Cindy, Martin, Karen, are you guys there? Can you hear me okay? Are you stuck? Oh, are you good? Martin, you okay? Karen, you good? Can you hear me, Karen? See if I can move you to another room. There you go. Martin, are you there? Karen, are you there? Back to the diary room.
Well, that was creepy.
If you're not having fun, why bother, right?
That's funny.
Might need
Very
2
big
Mego
brother.
undies to just shit myself. Back to the room.
Riley.
Back to the diary room. Lana to the diary room. All right. Hey, was that good? We lost a few peeps. Are we coming back? Yep. Great. Who met someone new? Who met someone new? Excellent. Great. Fantastic. Anyone learn something about someone? Yep. Great. And what did you discuss in your group? So you can share yours. Why are you in Side Hustle School? We want 5 shares. Why are you here?
May I start?
Amelia, why are you here?
I am here because I want to improve my network marketing skills.
Ooh,
I
nice.
want that is one thing, and also to understand better the products in order to be able to promote them.
Perfect. Excellent. So how many of you here to improve your network marketing skills? Excellent. And how many of you want to learn more about the products, how to use them, etc., etc.? Yes. You're going to learn that a lot as we go. Best way to learn about the products is to use them first. There's a video on how to do that Franny did for us. It's the very top orientation video that you watch, okay? And then you get results. But you're going to learn more about the products from the webinars too, okay? Great. What else? Why else are you here? Who wants to share?
I can share.
Yes, Kylie.
I'm here to make my pipeline stronger and bigger.
Great. Excellent. Pipeline stronger and bigger. So some of you have already making, how many of you are already making money doing this? Okay, so keep your hand up if you want to make this lot bigger and stronger. Excellent. You'll definitely do that. Lisa's got 2 hands up. That's good. Okay, great. And by the way, this is not a job replacement. I want to make that very clear. Please do not come into network marketing with Isagenix or Side Hustle School and think that this is going to be your main income. Get that thought right out of your head straight away. It's a side gig. It's a part-time effort with a potential full-time income, but it is not a full-time business you walk into. I promise you. If you do it, you're going to lose. You're going to be struggling. You need to get a job. Okay, just so you know. Just saying, if you're coming in here to try and make this full-time, it's not how it works. Okay, took us 5 years to go full-time of doing this. Part-time. We got to build it up, right? Subscription-based. Cool. Let's do 2 more. Why are you here?
I can go.
Yes, Danny.
I am sick and tired of living a life of necessity. I want to be able to live a life of choice.
Excellent. Great. Sick and tired of it. Awesome. How many of you are sick and tired of not being able to choose the life you want to live? Excellent. Great. All right. Take that frustration and that pain and pour it into the marketing process. Okay. So here's an example of what I mean by that. Oh my God, the homework. Oh my God, I have to do a reel. Oh my God. Well, guess what? If you let the, oh my God, I'm going to die, get the better of you, that life you're wanting you'll never get it. So it's all good to say those things, but when the rubber meets the road, it's like, you just got to do that work. Yeah. That's truly what makes people rich is that. It's courage. All right. So that's a really good one, Danny. Let's do one more. What else are you here?
I'll go.
Yeah, Belinda.
Well, I'm basically here to see results in my weight loss and get back into the health and fitness regime, as well as be able to help people.
Yes,
I've
great.
basically kind of just shared a few things with myself, and people are going, oh, what is it like? And obviously people that you know seem to trust more they lean in more because they trust you and they know you. And so that sort of gets them going and conversations happening. And they're like, oh, we're kind of keen, but there's this, but at least we know where to go. And I just keep touching base with them.
Sure.
And I'm almost close on signing two people up.
Great,
actually,
awesome.
so.
Okay, cool. So you're here to continue to improve your health.
Yep.
And to continue to improve your skills of how to help more people. Yes.
Absolutely.
Excellent. Fantastic.
Yeah.
You will do that. It's going to take time to learn the skills. There's skills to it, but
Yeah.
they're not that complex. You'll keep going. You'll get better. You'll get better. You'll get better. And how many of you would love to be able to just meet more people and learn how to help people get started anytime, any place, anywhere? You're going to learn that too in the Start Hustle School. Okay. So here we go. There's people in here, like some people in this group have enrolled like 22 people in a month. I know, it's crazy. Liz is like, wow. I'm like, I'm pretty sure you were one of them. But it's just, it depends on your network size when you come in. Don't worry if you don't have one, you can build one. Okay. We're going to teach those skills too. So you don't need anything but a bit of hunger and a phone. Okay. That's all. And long-term game mindset. All right. Cool. Rightio. That's why we're here. Love all those whys. Great. Hunger and a phone. Hunger, phone, and long-term mindset. Okay, here we go. This is our go-to resource. So here's what I'd like you to all do now. Hold your phone up for me. If you're on your phone, that would look funny as you hold it up and it's like the camera's going everywhere. Great. Here's what I want you to do. Go to the internet. Yes, pull up the internet. For some of you, that'll be iOS software, bloody Chrome, whatever. And go www.eatforfreeclub.info. Is it www? I don't know if it's even that.
Yeah.
It is?
Mm-hmm.
So you want to go to eatforfreeclub.info. Just type that into your browser. This is what will come up. You should have a Rediscover You video at the top. Great. That's the video you watch to learn how the products work. That's Franny doing that, how to set up. There's your download your 14-day starter guide, take your before photo, watch how to do a shake day, how to do a cleanse day, download your IsoLife app, manage your subscription, learn about the products, right? And don't forget at number 10, step 10, send your name on WhatsApp to that number and you'll get instant updates, okay? Anyways, that's our main resource. If you were to scroll down further, you'll see that there's steps to do for the business, which is what we're going to learn, okay? Here we go. This is your go-to resource. You're not building some fancy funnel. This is plug and play, okay? There's some instructions to follow and you go. Ready-made products. There's an app, IsoLife app. There's links. There's the Facebook group set up. There's webinars for you to generate. It's pretty well done there. You just have to do the work to put it in. No supplies, no shipping, no tech headaches. Even if you've never done business before, this will walk you through everything. We're going to walk you through this over the next 6 weeks. It's like business with bumpers on the lane, okay? So here's where it begins. And it doesn't really even begin here, I wouldn't even say. But this will help you, all right? The very first step to having success is having a product win. It doesn't mean having a full transformation, I lost 47,000 kilos in 5 minutes type thing, okay? Forget about that. It just means a win, right? Because you are your first customer, okay? You can't share the power of this until you've experienced it. So follow the product protocol. Watch the orientation, get your guides, have your smoothie in the morning, have a snack, have a lunch meal, have a snack, have your smoothie in the evening or whatever it might be. So have 1 meal a day, 2 smoothies, make sure you're eating enough and don't starve yourself. It's not a diet. Okay, the smoothies will fill you up. Put some ice in and put 2 scoops, like follow it properly as explained by Franny, okay, in that orientation video. Once a week, you got to do a cleanse day, right? And the first one's going to suck, not going to lie. Just get over it. Like, that's where your $1 million is lying, on the other side of a cleanse day. Anytime I did a cleanse day, I was like, I'm going to be a millionaire, I'm going to be a millionaire, I'm going to be a millionaire. If I do a cleanse day, that's easy, done. What else do I have to do here, right? The truth of the matter is I struggled on my first cleanse day and ate a tomato because I was so hungry. But you're going to be struggling on your first cleanse day probably, okay? But as you do 1 a week, you'll start to get incredible results. Fasting is an incredibly powerful biohack, okay? So do your smoothies, follow your cleanse day, follow the protocol, and you will get more energy. You will get a transformation, okay? You will. We would encourage all of you, especially if you're brand new, if you haven't done it yet, this is very important. Take a before photo. The fatter you are in it, the better. So go to KFC first. Have a flipping 2 buckets there, right? Then go and take your photo in the evening when you're fully bloated and don't look happy in it. We're turning you into marketers. Be sad. If you must, poke your belly out, but not too far. I want to be a little bit realistic, okay? Okay, that's important. Take your before photo. Look at me. Look, fat and sad. Got it? No one can. You don't have to share your before photo right now. Just relax. No one's gonna say, put your before photo up into it. No, just have it in your flipping phone, will ya? Because when you get results, you'll want it. So this is me taking my before photo here. This is before we made any money. I was just looking for a little health change. Yes, took my before photo, wanted to track my progress. If you can't measure it, you can't manage it. This is me 49 days later with no exercise. Fact, 49 days. I followed the protocol. Boom, boom, boom. And in between that, after 30 days, this is no joke, I went to the Philippines with a friend of to do some business, was with a friend of mine. I ate 2 McDonald's meals at the end of my 30 days, back to back. I spent $52 at Macca's, myself, ate it all. Then I drank 34 beers. Okay? Yes. I know, it's quite impressive, isn't it, Silky? 34 beers. And so then I came back and did another 15 days, and these are my results. So this is even with Macca's and beers. So it's not going to be perfect, okay? It's just going to be messy. But please, what you want to look for is a before, I was crap. I found this amazing program, and now I'm amazing. That is marketing, okay? A friend of mine said when we launched in China, he said, this is going to be really easy. That's why I said, he said, I've got a Chinese friend of mine. He's going to kick ass in this business. I said, why is that? He said, because he's been going around to people, showing him his photo and saying, before, after, you buy. And the reality is, that's pretty much what you do, right? So let me give you an example. How you been? Great. I just lost 10 kilos. Holy crap, how'd you do that? Great question. You got to try this program. It's so good. What's it called? How much is it? I'll send you some information later. Okay, thanks. Add them to the group later. Done. See how easy? This is simple. Simplicity, right? And and I've been and it's obviously very, very simple with a photo, because how I got my first 2 customers was I had this photo and I text messaged it to some friends. I said, hey, I just did this program and lost a few kilos. It's pretty good. They go, cool. What's it called? I said, great question. I'll send you some info. Thanks, done. Add them to the Facebook group, tag them in the video. That's it. Did you watch the video? Yeah, makes sense. Cool. How does it work? Just buy it. Okay, thanks, done. It's the story that people relate to, not the products, not the ingredients, right? How many of you could rattle off the ingredients? How many of you are in here because I told you a story about how we had some level of financial success with network marketing and you want some of that? Right. How many of you already want some of the product transformation that I've got there because you're like, shit, that's what you're like. How many of you want to lose some? Great. Hands up if you want to lose some body fat. Cool. Keep your hand up if you know exactly what the ingredients are. Right. You don't need to know the ingredient. I don't even know. I mean, I kind of know, but I'm like, Right? I bet you don't ask the ingredients when you go to McDonald's and for the cheeseburger. Like, what's in that? Exactly. Okay. Great. So people don't buy products. They don't buy ingredients. They buy a potential solution to their problem. The solution will make them feel better, less pain. Okay. It'll increase their social status. It'll improve their confidence in how they validate themselves around their peers. It'll buy them time and speed and convenience. All right. It'll do those things for them. And if it can do all those things, how many of you know that if you look better in 2 sizes down in your skinny jeans with some nice heels on, or so if you're a bloke, probably not high heel on, but you know, boots, whatever, and you look better and you feel better, you feel more confident. And how many of you know that if you felt more confident and your friends started giving you compliments, it would make you feel better amongst your peer group in your tribe? Great. How many of you want to feel better and look better and actually increase your status amongst your tribe and get some validation? Yes. Okay, great. Excellent. Or you just want to flip and not die of a heart attack, which is okay too. Either which one. The story tells 1,000 words. If you do nothing else in the next 6 weeks, please follow the products. Get a win. I don't care if your win's like, oh my God, I lost a kilo. Great win. Let's get the before, after. Before I started this program, I didn't know if it was going to work. I got on the scale. I said, holy shit, I lost a kilo. This is amazing. That's the story. That's it. That's the story. How many of you don't have a story yet? How many of you don't have a story yet? Hands up. You want one? Would you like a story? Yes? Yes, Jules is yes. Great. I recently saw my friend use this new program to lose some weight. I'm a little bit apprehensive, but I just ordered my first box. It's arrived. I hope it's going to work. Please keep an eye on me. Story. Tell people where you're at. Take them along the journey. Document your journey. That's all you're doing is documenting. Okay. Great. Excellent. Story tells 1,000 words. Your job is to get a little story, and if you can, get a photo. Okay. Photo. If you want a fat to skinny photo, I don't care if you're lean or not. If you're already lean, this will still work for you. Take a photo before you do your cleanse day, and then do 2 cleanse days in a row, then take another photo. I promise you'll have a picture. Okay? If you are already lean, you'll probably have abs after 2 days of cleansing, just so you know, all right? And you'll feel amazing. Can I move on? Yes, I'm looking for some thumbs up on that. I can only see Raywin, Daniela, Georgia, and Timmy. Okay, great. And Martin, I can't see you. He's got his camera. I don't have your camera on, but I'm sure you can see me. Here we go. Ready? Now we get into we're almost finished, guys, by the way. It's only going to be hopefully an hour. We get into the marketing. How many of you want to learn marketing? How many of you want to learn business? Great. Let me show you marketing and business in a couple simple steps. Ready? Share your story. Oh my God, look at this. Look at that. Oh my God, what's that? I just lost some weight. That's amazing. What is it? Good question. Are you looking to lose some weight too? Yeah. How much? Cool. Why? So I can do this and this. Cool. What have you tried before? Did that. What do you reckon is stopping you? I hate salad. Fair enough. If I could show you a way, if there was a way where you could get results like me, would that help? Yes. So there's like 4 or 5 or 6 questions there. And then bang, I invite them to the Rediscover You info group where the webinar is, or I can invite them to one of our live webinars we're going to be doing, and your job is pretty much done. That's your first job. To get someone lean, to get eyeballs on your story, meaning your results or your photo, eyeballs or ears on your story. Then when they lean in and say, wow, yeah, what the heck have you been to? What that's a lean in. Yep. Just for a reference, a lean out is like, oh yeah, that's good. That's a lean out. You don't sell those people. They're not interested. They're telling you in their body language, I ain't interested in this, right? I was once in an Uber car with a guy in America, and he was very overweight. And he said, so what are you guys doing here? I said, oh, for this conference, we help people get in shape. He goes, oh yeah. And I held up my phone. I said, just like this. He went, that's good. But his head to the road, just didn't talk to me again. I was like, well, that's not someone who's leaning in. That's someone who's leaning out. So I didn't do the next step. I didn't add him to the Facebook group. Yes? I didn't sell to him because he was leaning out. Make sense? So we're going to train you on getting more people leaning in. There's certain activities you can do to get them leaning in. Just how many people see your story today? We're going to teach you how to ask those questions. It's going to feel a bit weird, especially if it's your mum. Right? Like, what's that you're doing? Well, mum, would it be okay if I ask you a couple of quick questions? No. Okay. This is a little bit strange if you're talking to family members. We're going to teach you the questions, okay? And then we're going to teach you how to add and tag people in a group. We're going to teach you to follow them up with some very elegant follow-up. There's 12 ways to follow up elegantly, so you're not a pest, okay? But by all means, if you want to be a pest, that's okay too. And then we want to help you get them enrolled, okay? People don't buy products, they buy solutions to their problems. We have 2 solutions. We have health and wealth, okay? So pay close attention. If someone leans in because they want a health transformation, we add them to the Rediscover You Facebook group, which you're going to learn how to do, and we tag them in the webinar replay, or we put them into the Biohacker Live Masterclass. They're both the same thing. One's a replay, one's live. But that does the selling. It tells them why they need it. It tells them how much it is. It tells them the pack. It tells them everything. You do not need to sell this. Right? Telling is selling. Let me give you an example. I'll show you what not to do. How you been? Yeah, good. Look at this. Flipping look, I've got these amazing results. This is incredible, right? Yeah, what is it? Well, let me tell you, it's called Isogenics, and there's shakes and there's meal replacements, and they're wonderful. And you put 2 scoops, and then you put the water in there, and then once a week you do a cleanse day, which is fun. It's the best tasting cleanse ever. And oh my God, you're not going to like it the first time, but you'll get used to it. And what you do is you do that for 2 weeks, and then you do 30 days, and you get the $300 pack, and you get the $600 pack. And then you never hear from that person again because they go into the witness protection program. And they'll leave your city. Fact. That's called ISO spewing. If you do that, you're dead. So to be great at this business requires you to do less. Zip it. I'll show you how to do it properly. Ready? Look at this. I just lost some weight. It's amazing. Oh my God, what's the program called? Great questions. All good. I'll send some info later. Meanwhile, how's the dog? Oh, shit. Okay. Later on that day, hey, you know when you said you wanted to get in shape and learn a bit about what I did to do this and send you a picture again? Yeah. Were you serious about that or just kidding around? I was serious. Cool. Would it be okay if I add you to a little Facebook group where the information is? Yes. Great. Boom. I just added you. Did you get the tag okay? Yes. Great. There's a 20-minute video that explains it. Would you be able to watch it? Yes. Great. Done. Just send. The business is actually just about sending people places. The sales will happen in the video or the live webinar. Or if you're like Liz, the sale might happen just on the spot because she's a whiz. But the reality is you got to add them and tag them. Because how many of you don't like selling? Or have never done it before and don't want to? Great. So if we had to come here in Sales School and teach you the ingredients, how it worked, pitch, do a webinar, blah, 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 all that stuff, you're going to freak out and you're just going to freak out. It's just like, we're not going to do that. Okay. But how many of you could invite someone to watch a simple video who's interested? Excellent. Fantastic. That's network marketing. Ready? This is very important. So you can write it down. When someone is interested, you send them the invitation to the destination where they get the information. You send them the invitation to the destination where they get the information. You do not become the information. If your mouth is talking, it's sending someone the invitation to the destination. If your mouth is talking and it's information about the products, the system, and the price and everything, you're dead. So welcome to network marketing where you don't have to be a seller. You just have to move people places. How many of you can invite someone somewhere? Great. I'll show you an invitation. Would it be okay if I add you to a Facebook group where the information is? That's an invitation. Would it be okay if I did this? Yes. Great. When they're in there, the destination is where? Where's the destination? Let me go back. The invitation. The Facebook group's the destination. That's right. Right? And what's the information?
The webinar.
The webinar.
Yes, the recorded webinar, right? Here's another invitation to destination for information. Ready? Yeah, it's an amazing program. You would like to know more? Yeah, I'd love to know more. Cool. Would it be okay if I invited you to this little live information session that's running this week called the Biohack Masterclass? Yes, great. Biohackmasterclass.com. Same thing, it's just live. Sometimes we run live ones, sometimes we don't. So you can get both recorded and live, okay? Because sometimes we're not running live ones and you'll want to get people enrolled. Am I making sense? Wonderful. Okay, great. I can sense a bit of relief, like, oh, thank God I don't have to run webinars, okay? Except for if you're one of the leaders, and in which case you're going to, the next couple of weeks, going to be awesome. Okay, here we go, right? So everyone understands business and marketing now? We're good? This is your job. This is your entire job. This is it. This is what you're going to do. You're going to find people, get their eyeballs on your story. It doesn't have to be just whatever. Just look at that. I'm interested. Cool. Would it be okay if I did the group? Yes. I added you. Did you get the tag? Yeah, done. That's it. What else? Yeah, you're going to meet more people. Become a professional friend maker. Even the introverts can do that. How do I know? Because my wife's an introvert. She's great at it. She's better at connecting than me. Connects with people everywhere. She's a great networker. Okay, I can move on from this slide, yes? Yeah, the picture. Okay, here's the key to network marketing. Say less to more people. And what I mean by that is, how many of you, be honest with me, go, oh my God, my cousin would just be so good at this. And you chat to your cousin, which, hey, by the way, if someone you think is going to be good, chat to them. But then they're just not interested. But you said, no, I'm going to convince you. You've got to do, I'm going to spend the next 45 years convincing you to do this. And all your time and all your effort is just on that one person. How many of you have been single before and kind of dating someone, one person, and they're kind of playing hard to get, and your full focus just goes on them? You ever played that game before? What a shit game to play. But you play the, right, like, and you just get consumed. You're like, what the heck? And then they just fucking play you and everything. They've probably got 45 different girlfriends or boyfriends. But how many times have you maybe you've been in the dating scene, you got one or two, maybe three who are kind of interested, and you're not as interested in each one? Yes? Kind of played that game before too? That's a better game to play, isn't it? Got a little bit more choice. Well, when you actually stop convincing one person and you simply talk to and get eyeballs on your story across more people, you will enroll more people. But if you just turn into a stalker on one person, you're going to not be successful. So instead of saying a lot to one person, trying to convince them, amateurs try and convince. Professionals, pros at this, sort and sift. Right? Sorting and sift is like, hey, yeah, it's a great program. Add and tag. Hey, yeah, what's up? Yeah, it's a great program. Add and tag. Hey, it's a great program. Add and tag. Hey, it's a great program. Right? Bop, 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 bop. Say less to more, not more to one. This is the trick. Now, if you want to learn, if you want to skill up, and you want to, this is a great book. One of my, in fact, it's my favorite network marketing book. This book will teach you to get. Let me show you this actually. Would it be okay if I gave you? Would it be okay if I gave you a book that once you bought it would turn you into the best network marketer ever? Hands up. In fact, do this. Pop in the chat, yes or no. If I could show you a book and you purchased it today and would turn you into the best network marketer and shave thousands of hours off your time, would you buy it? Great, excellent. So I just pre-closed you to the book, yes? So I just used what I learned in the book on you just then. Does that make sense? So if you get that book, I'd encourage like $3 or $4. I don't know how much it is, not much. Please get the audio with it. If you go to Amazon and buy it, buy the book for Kindle. You get a little Kindle app on your phone. Add the Kindle app. Buy the book on Amazon on the web, and then go back to your Kindle app and it'll be there. But get the upsell of the audio. And as you're reading the Kindle on your phone, listen to the audio at the same time. It'll read it to you. The book will be read to you. Told you, we're not in the information age, we're in the AI age. Don't work so hard. Get someone else to read the book to you. But as they're reading it, the audio, the tonality comes through. And that book is going to turn you into an absolute beast. Okay? It's going to show you how to talk to everyone with one line. Right? Oh, I hate my job. Would it be okay if I gave you an escape plan? Yes. Great, my friend's running this webinar. You should jump on. Cool, when is it? Done. Say less to more. Okay? That's going to help you turn you into a weapon, a ninja. We should get rolled. We get Tom Schreider on to do a call for us. Okay, here we go. Some special dates before we finish off. Give you the homework. Please take a photo of this. And again, guys, I know you're going to get overwhelmed. I know. Okay. Please just don't let it stop you. Okay? I know there's a book and there's all this and there's some homework, but don't worry about it. This is super critical. Okay? On these dates, at these times, these are Australian Eastern Standard Times. This is Brisbane time, right? I believe. I believe and hope. Is that right, Alicia?
Yep. Now that daylight savings is over, it makes life a lot easier. Yeah.
Great, excellent. So Brisbane time, April the 21st, 8 p.m. April the 23rd, 6:30 p.m. Now, if you go to biohackmasterclass.com, you can register for all of them in one go. Here's a note. They're all the exact same webinar. They're the same. But it's the product webinar that a lot of you haven't seen yet. And it's going to be live. And here's why it's important for you to come. One, you're going to learn about the products yourself. Two, you're going to learn exactly what you're sending people to, which is great. But three, when someone leans in, when they see one of your stories, one of your posts, your picture, whatever, and to invite them to the invitation to the desk, this is the destination where they get the information. So you can whip them straight in here, okay? And there's so many, there's 6 live. So they're, oh, yesterday I didn't make it to that because my cat's brother's dog's father got sick and threw up on the carpet. Okay. So if that happens, say, don't worry. There happens to be one tomorrow at 6:30. Boom, boom. See you there. Oh, yeah, I missed it again. Don't worry. Tomorrow there's another one at 6:30. See you there. Oh, I missed it again. Don't worry. At April 28th, there's one at 7:30. I'll see you there. All right. And if you do that 6 times and they didn't rock up, you've always got the replays. Okay. So please do me a favor. Register now. Alicia just put the link in the chat. Please stop everything you're doing. Stop cooking. Stop cooking. Stop knitting. Stop talking to your girlfriend and boyfriend on chat, whatever you're doing, or your spouse. Stop yelling at your husband or your wife. Just stop yelling at your children for 5 seconds. And please register. Done placing them in the calendar. Awesome. Now, once you register for that, it'll populate to your Zoom. You'll get reminders it's coming. You can also take a screenshot of that and put it in your diary. Okay. Obviously, you don't have to make it to all of them, but if you're on there and you've got 1 or 2 or 3 friends on there or whoever, you're going to graduate from Side Hustle School because they're going to start. On this webinar, the offer is so compelling, people would be crazy to say no to it if they want to get in shape. It's that compelling. Okay. So it's there for you to do. All right. What's cool about this time is our leaders on here, some of them are on here with the jumpers on. They're going to be running these webinars. Some of them, some of them for the very first time. So you're going to see 1 or 2 of them squirm. How many of you want to see 1 or 2 of these leaders squirm for the first time? Oh, you sadists. You're so mean. One day it could be you. They're going to be fun. All right. It's going to be fun, right? There you go. Now, here's some interesting dates too. If you're in Australia or New Zealand, now, by the way, I know some of you guys in the UK, some watching the replay in the United States or Canada, I get it. But if you want to come to this, certainly if you're in Australia, this would be a non-negotiable. This will totally transform your business. It's a face-to-face live event over 3 days. It's awesome. It's called Thrive. It was on, but the cyclone, we had to postpone it, right? So it's on the 16th, 17th, and 18th of May. So it'll be in about a month and a bit. 5 weeks or so, and incredible experience. There's going to be awards nights. It's going to be a lot of business skills training, leadership training, general sessions, keynote speakers. You're going to meet everyone on this Zoom call. I wasn't lying on the webinar when I said we've got a face-to-face community too. It's just you've got to decide to come along and hang out with us. Okay. So how many of you are going to come to Thrive? Awesome. It's going to be epic. If you don't know what that is yet, now you do. So the question would be, how do you get tickets to Thrive? And this is how you get tickets. How do you get tickets? Is it on here?
I just posted a link in the chat.
Oh, perfect. Alicia just posted a link in the chat. There it is, Thrive. Get your ticket. There's 2 days. There's the day you get into Isogenics. That's day 1. And day 2 is when Isogenics gets into you. And the only day that happens is at an event. Okay, so move hell and high water to get there. It's very well worth its weight in gold. Okay, we're done for the call. Oh my God, I'm only 15 minutes late. Okay. How many of you had fun so far? Feel like you've learned something already? Is this what you expected? Is it better? You're just nodding to be nice. I know. Okay, great. Here we go. Here's the homework that you should have done. You got to be careful you don't shoot all over yourself. But here's the homework that was proposed for you to do before this call, so you're set up, okay? So we don't want you to be lost, and some of you are going to be, so please reach out if you feel lost. But step 1 is you just follow the steps on the Eat for Free Club link to become an associate, Okay, so if we click on that link, this is our main resource link. Dying from a, what did I eat? Stuck in my throat. So you come here as a customer, you watch that video from Franny. It's amazing, 7 minutes. She steps you through this whole thing. So in actual fact, all you need to do is watch that flipping video. Start plugging products, right? And start eating your product. Now, become an associate. That means you can unlock the compensation plan and start making money. Okay. So to upgrade to associate, you log into your back office, click become associate button. I know, pretty complex. Use your full name and no spaces to create your associated website name. Don't freak out, it's irrelevant. Just like Belinda iPhone 24, who cares? Doesn't matter what it is. Just you're never going to use it. You just have to put it in there. Just relax. It doesn't matter. Okay? No spaces. For extra support on how to upgrade as associate, click here. If you want to get international sponsorship to enroll people overseas, you can. You just have to click here to orders, click international sponsorship there, pay $50. This one's $25. You can't get around that. To open up the comp plan, you got to pay $25. We can't do it straight off the bat. You have to do it now. That's just the way it is. But it's tax deductible, and it's only once a year to stay active, right? International sponsorship, $50 if you want to ship, to global outside your region. Worthwhile doing, and that's once a year too. And then once you've done that, that's become an associate. And then we want you to create your first recommended cart link. Okay, so you can go here, watch this video. It explains exactly how to do it. It's a little bit tricky when you first do it. Please reach out if you get stuck. But they're the first two main steps to do as part of the pre-homework. Become an associate, doesn't take very long, and then create your first cart link here. Now, the cart link you want to create is 14-day pack or healthy maintenance system. I fully expect people to be asking questions about this in the chat. So if you get stuck, just let us know. Okay. All right. So that's the homework that should have been done. That was the steps to do before Side Hustle School. But if you haven't done it, don't worry, just catch up. So step 1, become an associate. Step 2, create a recommended cart. Here's what you create. It's a 14-day pack, 2 shake canisters, 1 Ionix, 1 Cleanse for Life, and 1 box of raspberry e-shots. Okay, if you want to. The one in Australia is called the Healthy Maintenance Pack. It's called the same thing in New Zealand. In America, it's called something different. In the UK, it's called something different, just to make things complex. But please make sure it's got 2 shake canisters, 1 Ionix, 1 Cleanse for Life, 1 box of, because when you get people enrolled after the webinar, this is the link you send them. Yes? How many of you got started because someone sent you a magic link? Once upon a time. Great. You're going to create your magic link so you can get them started and get paid. Okay, so that's what we're trying to do here for you. You're going to create your own cart link. You can send that to anyone. Say, hey, yeah, you ready to enroll? There's the link. Enroll. And once they process that, you get paid after the next week after. Okay, listen up. Join these 3 core Facebook groups. You have to have joined this. RediscoverU.info, RediscoverU Customers, and Side Hustle School Team Eagle. These are the 3 Facebook groups. Okay. You're going to use this one the most, this one the second most, this one the third most. All right. We primarily use the group chat for this, but it's still important to be in there. If someone's interested in the products or getting a health result, add them in here and tag them in the video at the featured post or invite them to the live webinar. Once they enroll and they become a customer, they go in there. Not a minute earlier. Just as soon as they enroll, they go in there. That's where all the support questions are done, and it's a support group for them. Okay. If they want the business opportunity and they're in Side Hustle School right here, that's when they'll be in this group. And only then do they go in here. Okay. Share your vision in the Side Hustle School Messenger group. Some of you have shared your vision board in there, like Lana and so forth. If you can make up a little vision board and share it, that's amazing. That'd be great. Oh man, there's a lot here for you guys. Step-by-step training available. Okay, here we go. We've got this, haven't we? Perfect. Okay, so that was pre-homework. So if you haven't done that, catch up. It doesn't take that long. Now, week 1, we haven't really touched on it. Your social media is a business card on steroids. So if your social media is a picture of you as a flower, or you have a car as your profile picture, we're going to assume you're a transformer, and we're not going to do business with you. So if you've got a really crappy looking Facebook, you're a crappy looking human being to people that come across. Like, it's like having a dirty shop front. You wouldn't go into the fish and chip shop if it stank or if it looked bad. But so the whole idea of this homework is to spruce up your social media, to spruce up your brand. Okay. You're in business now, so you want to have a social media presence. So the homework this week, beyond that, what I just shared, is give yourself a Facebook makeover, give yourself an Instagram makeover, or set up an Instagram account if you don't have one. You're going to need one, okay? There is step-by-step training videos available, which I'll show you in a second, that you can watch to help you do these two things. And all you need to do is then invest in a ticket to the next event, which is in your city. Go to isodynamicsevents.com and you can buy a ticket to Thrive if you're in Australia, New Zealand, or you can, if you're in the UK, there'll be an event coming up, or if you're in America, there's one coming up in Colorado that we'll probably be at. So isodynamicsevents.com, buy a ticket. That's the homework, okay? Now, where to find the training videos? Can anyone guess where the training videos would be? At least you're probably going to share them in the group, but in the chat. Are you going to share them in the chat?
Eat for Free Club.
Yes. They're going to be, should we share the, or you want to show them where that is as well?
I'll share it in the chat, but it's also available on the Eat for Free Club link at the very bottom.
Yeah, if you scroll right down to the bottom, week 1 Silas to School replay, you'll see the links there for training. You can scroll right down, right? And they'll be there. Okay. So how many of you feel like you just drank from a fire hose? We got one honest person, Danny. No one else? Okay, Ilda, Selkie. Okay, that's normal. Hey, Timmy's like, what the hell? Great. So is everyone clear with what to do though for homework this week? Great. Next week we're going to use AI. We're going to get messy. We've already pre-planned some stuff for you. You're just going to go do next week. Okay. So here's what I'd like to do to finish. We'd just like to get 5 takeaways from the number one thing you took away from this week's training, week 1.
Hello.
Hello.
Say less to more.
Yes.
I love that.
Say less to more people. Good one, Timmy.
People buy products. Sorry, people buy results, not products.
Yes, that's correct, Joe. They buy results, not products. That's right. Absolutely. They buy convenience, not what's in the cheeseburger of McDonald's. They do not. Good one. 3 more.
I'll speak. Yeah. I love your hack with the Kindle. Buy digital and audio and let someone read it to you.
Yes, that's right. You can test it out now, right? It's good. Okay, cool.
I go.
Yep. Sammy.
Need hunger plus phone plus long-term mindset.
Yes, that's all you need. Isn't that good? Hunger plus phone plus long-term mindset. How many of you have all those things? Excellent. That's all you need. A bit of sweat equity and you're good. Great. One more? We up to one more? 2 more. 1 more? 2 more.
I'll go. When interested, send the invitation to the destination where they get the information from the Biohack Masterclass.
Yes. Don't be the information.
Yeah.
Big one. One of the cardinal rules of network marketing right there. Awesome. Great. Yeah. Excellent. 1 more. I'm going to unmute and share. I won't take the chats because I want you to unmute and hear your own voice on Zoom. There we go.
Although,
Let's go.
dig 1 well, not 1 million.
Yes, dig 1 well deep. So a mile deep and an inch wide instead of a mile wide and an inch deep. Well done. Yes, build 1 well. Only 1 well. This is a very good well. Got a great pipeline here. Good things. Just focus here. Awesome. Love it. Okay. You guys got things to do. So thank you so much for making this week 1 a success. Great. We've got our fair few finished. The replay will be posted. The homework's there to be done. Have fun. Play in the chat. Talk to each other. Now you've connected. And we'll see you next week. Same place, same time, same link. We're going to get rubber meets the road and we're going to get messy and have some fun. Okay. All right. So see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.